When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are.
Hi there YouTubers, it's Chrissy with I Can Make You Blush. This entire video is going to be on my favorite hot tools for styling. I'm going to show you those real quick. Here we go. I'm going to talk to you, like I said, three things. Curling irons, wands, and flat iron. My favorite flat iron. So those of you, I never want you to feel like I'm talking to you like you're stupid. I just have learned in what I do, there are people who just genuinely don't know the difference. So what a curling iron is this. It's got the little wire on it. There also are what's called a Marcel curling iron. We use those in beauty school. It's got like a longer clamp on it. They're awesome if you do a lot of styling. But most people are familiar with curling irons like this. If you were to say, Chrissy, what hot tools do you think I need to have in my collection? First, I'd look at the length of your hair. If your hair is my length or longer, there's three tools I think you need. The first one is a nice big barreled curling iron. The point of this curling iron, a lot of times people think this is going to give you that like Kim Kardashian Hollywood curl. This is more just for volume. Anything this big, when you use these, it's really more for volume than it is for a curl. You can get a nice wave out of it, but the bigger the barrel on a curling iron, the looser the curl is. So that's just my kind of 2 cents on curling irons. I think every girl should have one of these. I don't own rollers. I usually will, you know, if I want that look, that roller look, I'll use this, get the hair where it needs to be, and then you can pin it in. Only when I'm using a curling iron with this big of a barrel do I ever pin my hair to my head and let it cool, because that's that loose wavy look. Like I said in my Victoria's Secret video, if it's any tighter than that and you have thick hair like mine, if I pin it to my head and let it cool, I'm gonna look like Shirley Temple, and I just lose too much length that way. So anyways, I would say if you're gonna invest in if you're gonna buy all the things I suggest, get a big curling iron and a smaller wand, and we'll talk about wands in a second. But yeah, this is the one I use the most. I own I think this is an 1.5 inches. I also own an 1 1/4 inch, but this is the one if I'm gonna bust out a curling iron that I use. And I will do a video on proper ways to use a curling iron for those of you that just maybe have never been shown before. So curling irons, yes. This one's Hot Tools, lasts forever. My only gripe is this, but it's definitely given me the life that I paid for it, so I can't complain too much. It heats up to 450 and you can get it at Sally's. Has the retractable cord. Everything I buy has this cord. It's a big deal. Look for this. Okay. Next. Okay, so next, this is like my geeky obsession. I love this. Okay, I got this at Cosmoprof with my license. I don't know if this is available retail. You may have to ask your hairstylist to order it at the salon. I don't know that for sure. Don't quote me on that. Or you may just have to get it off Amazon or something. But I got it at Cosmoprof. This thing has saved me so many headaches since I got it. I used to have like cords flying out of my hair zuka and all that stuff, and I just was going crazy. And now it just is all in this little compact little shell, and I love it. So this is what it looks like when you open it up. This is what the connection ports look like at the bottom, and I'll show you what the one that goes in the wall looks like this. It's very simple. You just line them up. You can see like when you're doing it yourself, and then you lock it like that. Boom, baby. They have the stands built in, so it lays flat. I love that, so they're not like toppling away off of whatever surface I have them sitting on. It heats up to 450. It is tourmaline. It's got that neuro technology. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I didn't investigate that deep into it. If you want to know more, Paul Mitchell has some bomb, amazing, when I say bomb, I mean amazing, videos on their channel. So it does have a digital reader on it. I like that. It has a 30-second heat up time, and yes, it's just great. And it also shuts off if you leave it on. I have a real issue with OCD as far as like, I'm not making fun of anybody. I really do have OCD. I am the person who comes back 15 times to see if I turned off my curling iron. So I have invested in irons that I know shut themselves off, and these do that, and that makes me really happy. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what these different sizes do. This size comes with it. When I first got it, I was like, ooh, I'm never gonna use this. This is a waste. This is like might as well throw it away. It's one of my favorite things. I love it. It is good for multiple things. Little girls who either want to rock like the little girl curls, or that dance, or pageants, or toddlers and tiaras, whatever. It's great for that. If you have a natural tight curl, this is great for those places where your curl pattern's inconsistent, it almost matches up perfectly. I use this a lot on my naturally curly girls. And then my other favorite thing to do, and shout out to the Paul Mitchell channel because I learned this from them specifically about this wand, is if you've ever seen in like Vogue or Glamour or Vanity Fair, those really super big editorial hairstyles where it's like frizzy and big and you've tried to recreate it yourself and you're like, I don't know how the heck they do that. And you assume it's teasing, but it's not. You can do that with this. So I will do sometime a video with that kind of look if you guys are interested in that. It'd be great for Halloween, or if you do hair yourself, or I will post the link to the Paul Mitchell one. Whatever you guys want, I'll take care of for you. Okay, the next one is this one. This is probably the one I use the most. It's just a standard 1-inch basic. Used it in the Victoria's Secret video. No taper, straight on curl. I love it. And then this is good too. This is a very small taper to it. The point of a taper is that the curl be tighter either at the top and looser at the bottom, or looser at the top and tighter at the bottom. Many different, you know, it gives you versatility with your curling iron, which is awesome. Yes, I also will say as a wand girl, I'll show you my battle wounds. So this is what's in my kit, and then I'll show you what wand I use personally every day. This comes with a glove. The wand I use comes with a glove, so I know better. Use a glove. This one, at least, it has the gripper on the end, so you're a little less likely to burn yourself with it. But yeah, great investment. I won't even try and tell you how much I think they are because I don't really know what they are retail, but it's worth it if you want to spoil yourself a little bit and have pretty much everything you need. And I'll show you a whole video on just wand techniques and things. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I already showed you that one, but I'm going to show you this one too because I love it. This is the one I use personally every day. This is the only titanium anything I own, and I was kind of hesitant to buy it, so here's why I own this. You can tell it's a little bit less expensive than the other things I own. The brand is Bellezza. I believe that's how you say it, Bellezza. I should probably do some more research on it because of what I'm about to tell you. I went home to Indiana and I left my curling iron and my flat iron at home, and I have the kind of hair where you cannot not use some sort of heat on it at all. I have to do something, or I have to wear it in like a bun or something. So I we have a place here in Nashville called Bargain Hunt, and when I say we have a place, it's because I don't know what everybody has everywhere, but this is essentially like it's an Amazon.com outlet where you can go in and buy things, and the longer it sits on the shelf, the cheaper it gets. So I was just in a pinch, and of course I own expensive hot tools, so I didn't really want to invest in other ones. So I ran up there and I'm like digging through, and those places, if you have one near you, are actually pretty cool. They have high-end things too. They have Chi, they have I've seen Paul Mitchell there and all that, but it still wasn't worth the price. So I found this little dinky thing in a box. The box looked a little tampered with, but that's sketch, I know, but and it had been sitting there long enough that it was like 40% off. So anyways, long story short, way too late. I got this for like $8, and I got it home. My normal routine, you've seen in most videos, if I don't have my hair up, I wear my hair one of two ways. There's that kind of frizzy curly, which is what I use this for, and then there's the way I showed you in the Victoria's Secret curl video. The frizzy curly, the reason I wear my hair like that more often than not is because I just am trying to not put as much heat on my hair, because I'm trying to get it on track, because I've just not loved my hair the way I should probably. So anyways, so what I typically do is I will get out of the shower. I use a couple products. I'll do a separate product video for you guys so you can see. I put in my products, let my hair air dry. I do run a brush through it a little bit because it can be unmanageable if I don't. I don't like brush it several times because I don't want to get rid of the curl. I let it air dry. Air dry is pretty curly, like wavy, inconsistent. Then I plug in my flat iron. I flat iron the top part of my hair just to get it smooth enough, and then I take this and just go around and touch it up and make it consistent, and I love it. Like I said, I've never used anything titanium before, and I don't know why I love it, but I just know I love it. The shine is a little bit better. The heat distribution, which it sounds real nerdy, but it's great. So yeah, if you see this brand anywhere, I know like Marshalls and TJ Maxx are crazy for having stuff too. Pick one of these up. It's one of my favorite things. It does have a little minor taper to it, but so that's that. This is my personal use one. Yes. Next, last but not least, is my flat iron. So if you were to ask me, Chrissy, what is the one thing you think I should invest good money in of my hair tools if I could like skimp other places but don't skimp on, I would tell you, buy yourself a good flat iron. Do not skimp on flat irons. I am a huge fan of GHD. Let's see, I've been licensed for almost 8 years. My original flat iron that I got myself for graduation is still kicking. Actually, I gave it to an old roommate because I obtained this as gratis when I was working for a retailer where GHD was distributed. This was from the Katy Perry line. GHD does some really cute packaging things. I don't know where it is. I'm not even going to look. This came in like a cute little fringe bag and it was awesome. But I know for a fact that my GHD that I got when I graduated is still kicking, and it's the one that my roommate has and loves, and it's the bomb. So longevity wise, if you add up, if you go in your bathroom, if you're like I used to be, you probably have at least 5, $30 flat irons. If you start doing the math, just take the one plunge and you will not regret it. I can curl my hair with this. I can straighten my hair with this. I can turn it under. I can flip it out. It's the most versatile tool to have, and I love it. The reason why I swear by GHD. So out there's a lot of brands. Like I said, I'm not going to badmouth any brands ever, so this is not the channel for you if you love it when people trash talk, because I don't do that. I have owned a Chi. I have owned a Paul Mitchell. I have owned like Helen of Troy and Hot Tools and all that. Baba Bliss, that's another one. I prefer this one. So, and I'm not a label snob. I like to save where I can. That's why my outfits are usually like $5. But don't skimp on your flat iron. So the technology behind the GHD is this. It doesn't have a heat adjustment. It has self-adjusting heat. It's a smart technology. It's got floating plates. What floating plates is you can see, just has a little bit of give to it. I prefer that. It's good for turning the hair when you're doing curls and stuff. You get a lot less bends that way, and it's just, I feel like it doesn't tug as much. It is tourmaline, I believe. Ooh, I'm sure you guys will let me know if I am wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's tourmaline. Whatever it is 100% tourmaline. It is not a coating. So it'll never, if you have flat irons where the top has started to look inconsistent, this will never do that to you, because it doesn't, it's all that. It's entirely tourmaline. How the self-adjusting heat works is all of our hair textures are different. I have hair texture of a wolf. So, it's very coarse and frizzy, and someday when we know each other better, I'll let you see my hair straight out of the shower. It's big, it's huge, especially when I blow dry it. So it absorbs heat differently than, say, someone who has baby fine hair. My hair tends, because it's so coarse and wolf-like, it tends to be a little bit more resilient than fine hair. Think of like a Brillo pad and think of a piece of silk. And which one do you have to be gentler with? So what this does is it can tell, it's got the heat distributes evenly, and it can tell when the heat is being applied to is absorbing heat and how quickly it's absorbing the heat. My hair, because it's thicker, doesn't absorb heat as quickly. So it needs more to really get it up there and be effective. Someone with baby fine hair, it takes on that heat really quick, so it just doesn't need to be as high. So don't be afraid of hot tools that don't have a thing that you can crank up to 475, because I find when I talk to my clients, 85% of people are using a flat iron, or using their flat iron or using their curling irons at way too high of heat, and that's why you get those crazy dead ends, and that ain't cute. So anyway, that is my spiel on hot tools. Sorry if it went a little long. If you have questions, you can definitely leave some in the comment section. I also have my email listed on my profile. I will get back to people as quick as I can, but you definitely do not have to hesitate to ask me. And I will be as honest, and if I don't know the answer, I'll try and get it for you. So it was good to see you guys again. I'll see you next time. Bye.
'Cause girl, you're amazing.